Well, well, well. It's a bull market. That's not what that is. Free puts for everybody by the Federal Reserve. How nice. It is so nice. Free puts for everybody. All right. This is Doc from North America. It is TGIF. It's Friday. And let's get the chat line up there this time. Let's not see the recording, but let's actually see the actual one. 3. Let's click. Click the doodah, and we're on the chat line. I see Robin. Hey, Robin. And look at that nice. Oh, let's show it to you. Look at that nice move from the employment number. Oh boy, oh boy. I guess I like to call it now. It's it's basically the stochastic average. That's what it is now. It works like they've changed it to a stochastic. So it kind of, after it's smoothed out the high numbers back around the Obama years, it turns into a stochastic. So it's locked in a range now. It's just enormously inefficient, but that's all right. It's the number that money managers can quote. Look at the employment. Look how good it is. Look how great it is. Great employment. Can't have stagflation. The Fed chairman yesterday, or 2 days ago, he was confused. Why do people say stagflation? Janos. One moment, I get to you guys. One moment, I'll get to. Okay. So, good morning, Janos. Oh yes, stagflation. He doesn't understand why anybody would think there's stagflation. Well, I guess it's like Mrs. Yellen. Mrs. Yellen's today's speech is about democracy. She's lost all credibility when it comes to anything else. So, she's talking about democracy at this point. She can't talk about finance. They're borrowing from the short term, lending long term. They're getting their heads handed to them. They're clouding out the small businesses to do the same. She thinks inflation is inflation and not inflationary. She thinks inflation is transitory. She does regret describing it that way, but I don't hear her giving us any insight about any of this. Instead, she's worried about democracy, as they have the number one candidate in the United States for president tied up in court by local prosecutors who are criminal. That's right. The prosecutors and the judge are all criminal instead. And somehow she's worried about democracy. The number one candidate, the leading candidate for the presidency of the United States from the largest political party, and they have them in court in 4 different jurisdictions, making no sense whatsoever. The Supreme Court lectured them and said, stop this stuff. Go figure it out the right way. You're threatening the whole presidency itself in history. In other words, the presidency will never fit again. U.S. employment data is below all forecasts. Of course it is. You got the criminals running the government, running the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They're using, instead of an average now, they're using a stochastic. So of course it's whatever they want it to be. Let's see what it says. Bureau of Labor Stats had published the non-farm employment change, average hourly earning, and the unemployment rate. The data has been abysmal. U.S. dollar index has reacted to the news. Of course it should. With an initial drop. Of course it should. It's been in a daily sell for 2 days. Let's just show you up on the screen. There it is right there. So we're on a 3rd day in a sell at this point. Let's go to it right there. You see it on the beta. So we've been in a sell for 3 solid days. It's not showing today's downdraft, but it's lower than there, so more than likely it is. And at the same time, we go back over to here, and we'll show it to you there. Let's see. Let me see. Right there, and right there, and abracadabra. Right there. And there it is. It's not down that much, really, when you think about it compared. I mean, it's just playing with this stuff. It's been in this wacko range for a while. Let's see if we can get this range. Let's see, light it up. There we are. Right to there. I guess it's like right across from that. It's playing with the. It hasn't taken out this low. And it's sell for 3 days. Let's grab this sell. We'll just put it over there like that. There's the sell, and it's still in a weekly buy. So this is just short. Everything is headlines with the socialists in our country now, who run the country. Everything is headlines. They need headlines. They don't care if it comes out next month. In other words, March jobs report revised higher to 315,000 from 303,000. Okay. Should it be the April one? Weren't they talking April though? Let's take a look and see what April was. Employment. Let's see. Not now. Let's see. Employment numbers today from BLS. Let's see. Wasn't it supposed to be the April number? I guess it's March. Let's see. Employment rose by 303,000. Okay. That's the March one. What about the April one? April. Let's see. There it is. And let's see if Janos has it up on the chat line too at the same time, instead of me looking around for it. So, what was it today put out? Was it March or April? Let's see. Non-farm employment change was forecast at 238, and actually numbers is just 175. Let's see how they change that over 238 next month. Average earnings increased 0.3%, have increased. Unemployment rate has not remained at 3.8. It has moved back to 3.9. See, the data reveals that the U.S. economy is not doing well. As the chairman Fed stated on Thursday, the economy is declining. Yes, this is true. That's why we're talking about stagflation. A declining economy might need interest rate cuts. This is the reason the dollar is declining. Little declining. The weekly's still in a weekly buy, though. Doc, I'm just sending the article there. Okay, cool. Not stating anything. I just wrote that and copy and pasted it. That's great. Thank you, Giannis. I appreciate that. Yeah, so to me, the first thing I thought was, what was the March jobs number? You know, it was 315,000 versus 303. So, you know, the Dow Jones is up 1.31%. It was up a little bit more than that. Not that. That's like not as if 1% is so exciting, you know. But it was up about 0.8% before the number. So they knew what was going on. They gave it to their friends. Now they're getting out of it. You know, it's your classic insider trading thing going on. Nothing major. It's all the same because we have a corrupt government, and you know. And perfect example of the corrupt government is today with Mrs. Yellen down in Arizona. She's talking about democracy. It's like, what? Since when does the Secretary of Treasury worry about democracy? What about the economy? This is the woman that gave us transitory inflation. This is the woman who is out there pushing to borrow on the short term and sell the long term. I mean, she's surely not a bond trader. You know, everybody's confused why she does these stupid things. But they need headlines. That's all the socialist government here wants is headlines. So they'll be like, look at the unemployment number. It was so good. And will they really talk about 3.8 to 3.9? No. The money managers can come in and buy a little bit and justify it. As you said many times before, Janos, wait till we see where it is by the end of the day. You know, where real money says, I don't think I want to carry this. We'll see. Let's see if it stays up at 500 throughout the whole day, or if it sits there for hours upon hours, and last 2 hours of the day they find a way to start selling it down. Now, if the market was up 1,500 points, then I'd start paying attention. But the Dow was only up 500 points. That's just background noise. A 1% move back and forth with derivatives permeated through our financial system has no rationale to really care, honestly. It's just a positive day. It's not a rally. It's just a plus day. That's all it is. And when it's down 300 points, it's just a minus day. It's not a crash. And the fact that it was up 500 and possibly might end up down 200 or 300 by the end of the day, it's not a crash. It's just a lot of selling going on. And that's all that comes down to. All right. So. What else can we say about any of this employment besides the stochastic that they use now for the unemployment number? And obviously you can see it found its way to go up 3.9 versus 3.8. And we have a whole hour. And you know what? When Mr. Powell said, guess what? QT, not QE, like quantitative tightening, not quantitative easing. Okay? When he said, well, we're going to slow it down now. We're not going to tighten as much anymore. That tells you who's out there buying the stocks. The Federal Reserve. It's just like the the Bank of Japan, who owns something like 60-70% of their top tier 50 stocks. Same thing. It's just the QE, quantitative easing, has given the politicians the power to come in and be involved in the market and it's the public's money, not their own personal money. All right. I keep on getting dinged. Let me see who this ding is. There we are. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see. Come on, Meta. Do its thing. Do. So, we'll see how it plays out. Even the market's not even open still. This is a pre-market move. We'll see how that plays out over the next couple hours. Let's see, what else? Someone's been dinging me. Who's been dinging me? Ah, there it is. Okay. There we are. There we are. And, let's see, there's another one. What's this one all about? Let's see. Okay. So, what else can we say about any of this? Let's see. I guess that's enough for the employment. And do we really expect the dollar to do much? Would like to see the dollar go into a weekly sell. That would make me believe that we're seeing, some weakness there. That would be a big one. That would be a big one. So, let's see. From there, where do we go from there? We go over to, let's go to the euro. See how the euro is reacting to this. Let's see, right there. There's the euro. Let's try that one more time. Right there. There's the euro. Let's try it one more time. There's the euro. There it is. Okay, euro's moving up nice. Look at the weekly. It is right on the edge. Matter of fact, it is in the plus. It's at 0.00001. Was 0.3 a few seconds ago, or 1 second ago. Looking good. Money managers feel a little safer to sell dollar, buy euro. Not a bad thing, but look at it overall. It's been in this trapped range now since basically October. Since this stuff over here. Let's take that mouse. Look at that. Boy, what a battle that was for a while to get over the 106 area. And we've run up to the 111, and we seem to have bounced off the 107, and here we are again. We came down to that 106 again. And nice. We're starting to get into the buy there, so that's not bad. Look at that. 0.00008? Is that or 6? That's 6 now. It was 7. There's 7 now. It's 2. It's right on the edge. So they are selling dollars, buying this, and we'll see how long that lasts. Especially with a weekly buy starting to form. That would be interesting. We would get some, notice it's been on this upwardly slope now for a while with that daily buy. Then we went into a real confusion here. Boy, it must be very hard to do the insider trading that we've been seeing because of the statistics itself is all over the place. They got to fudge them. It's like they must hear, oh no, the numbers are not that good, and then they go, then the next, whoever the insiders are, then they go like 6 hours later. But we got an idea. We're going to be able to adjust it so that it doesn't look as bad. And then they come back in again and they go into a buy, and then they go, maybe not, and then it dips like right there, and then they get the insider information again right around here. We got it figured out. It's only 6 days away or 7 days away, and we've got it figured out. This is how we're going to adjust it, and then we'll put out the headlines this way, and then the money managers can come in and buy, and they'll be stuck holding the bag, and so that seems to be the way it always seems to work anymore. And you can see here, the cable's having a little bit harder time getting into the buy. It's at minus 0.00083. Now, I heard that the labor won in an area that they hadn't won in a while. So, because the Tories are trying to be labor light, I guess you would call it. So, the Tories are not exactly talking about rate cuts and lower taxes and that oil drilling. They're doing the same thing as the labor wants, and that is green, and more green. And it's not the green that makes the earth green. It's what goes into their pockets. That's the way it seems to me anymore. It just seems like one perpetual financial monster. These these politicians are just smacking of criminality at this point. And I don't know, it's just really horrible. Just horrible. Because they're taking our BLS numbers and turning them into a fiasco so that money managers justify taking pension fund money and buying. That's the ugly part right there. All right, where do we go from here? Let's see, where's that mouse? There we go. We got the Swiss backing off nicely. It's the dollar is falling against the Swiss. That's what that is right there. Whoop, right there. Now that weekly is trying. Again, after 13 weeks in a weekly buy, it's trying. It's battling to try to get into that. I haven't heard anything what talking heads think about this whole thing. Wow. Yeah, they're basically poo-pooing all the numbers like I am. I have the sound up down. I can hear them. They're just saying this is all garbage. All right. So over in the Swiss, where are we at? The Swiss. There's the Swiss. There's not much more to be said except for they know what inflation looks like. Not like our Secretary of Treasury or our chairman of the Federal Reserve. They actually know what inflation looks like, and that's why that currency is doing just fine. It's not touching the 101 area of last year. From there, let's see how the yen are doing. Yen is a third day in a sell. Let's put one in there either way. There it is. So the yen has been in a sell for 3 days. Pressing down. Well, let me get to the chat line again. Oh, there's the chat line. All right, so let's see. Doc, I'm just sending articles, not stating anything. I just wrote that the copy pasted it. That's cool. SPY is up $10. Yeah. I mean, they got to do something with it. Damn. I expect it will move even higher. It's playing with the daily. It was in the daily it's above the daily buy number today. Let's see how well it does. It's still in a weekly sell. Let's take a look at the SPY. Right there it is. Yeah, see the SPY has been up all morning long, but our weeklies won't move. I would love these things just to get through the manifold. Give me a belief that we got something going on here. Well, again, if we get into a daily buy, look at the daily buys. They've gone into a daily buy throughout this whole thing over the last month. Goes into a daily buy, falls back into the sell. Goes into a daily buy, goes back into the sell. Goes into the daily buy. That one lasted for like 5 days. That was pretty cool. It went in from where was it? It closed that day at 505.65 and traded as high as 510.75. And then, so it's like a 5 handle, and traded as low as 497. So it went $8 down and $5 up on it. So let's see if we can get $5 up on the close of this thing from 510 to 515. That'll be interesting. And see how long it lasts. Okay. So that's a SPY right there. And let me see. Let me just double check. Why did the chat line change like that? Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I don't know if it'll move much higher than this. I don't see any particular reason why it would want to at the moment. None of the numbers are pretty. They got the headlines. They got the money managers to step in and buy. Now the question is, who will buy next? That's the bigger question. Let's look at the internal. Look at the big internal that my intraday internal already is topping out. So, it's got 5 lines here. It's got these dots breaking down. It's at this point, it's in a red dot there. Obviously, they got the money manager. All this action came. Let's go to a very short term. Let's see how was it a 4 was it a 1 minute move? Was it a 2 minute move? Let's go take a look at it and see how much time it took for them to drive it up. There it is. So the news came out here at 7:30, or it's 8:30 Eastern Standard, Chicago time, 7:30, on the button, and that's 12 seconds. So it took the S&Ps to go from 511 to 541 in 11 seconds. 11 seconds, not even a minute. Let's see what that is. That is 25 seconds. 35 seconds, I'm sorry. So to reach that high took 35 seconds. Not even a minute. That move right there. Now, it's trying to figure out what to do. So let's tighten it up. Is it above it now or is it below it? So let's see how well. It's bounced off it once. Didn't bounce off it there. And it's also making lower highs. We'll see. But I'm not too convinced of anything more than it's just a headline that will slowly evaporate. We'll see. Now, there's no doubt the Fed is going to push and push and push. And maybe their trading desk will, go in and buy more futures and hold it up a little bit longer. And then, they'll probably average in for like a couple hours. So it'll probably bounce around. Maybe it'll make a new high and then it'll fail. And it got up to over 51, 53. Was it 5,150? What the hell is that? So to a great extent, what the hell is that? Hold on a second. Something's wrong. I don't know if that's a doorbell or what. child in the kitchen. So, anyway, that is what it is. And I'm not confident about anything more than that. If we can't get into let's see where the futures are. If we can't get into a weekly buy, it's just a just a dead cat bounce. That's all it is. There's the S&P future. Let's go take a look at the Tech 100 futures contract right there. Same thing. It's not even getting close to any weekly buy. It is both. Everybody's trying to get into the buy, but then when the stock market goes up 250 points in 35 seconds, well, that when the Dow Jones goes up 250 points in 35 seconds, I would think there'd be some residue of that strength. That's what I figure. And not momentum. I'm not talking about the buyers are coming in now. No, just looks like like cover short type of thing. Data clearly shows the economy is heading down. Yeah. There's no, and Mr. Powell doesn't see it. He said that yesterday, or he said it Wednesday. He doesn't understand why anybody would suggest stagflation. He can't get his head around it. He said he can't comprehend why people would even suggest something like that. Go figure. I guess it's because he said stuff like inflation is transitory. Laugh, laugh, laugh. All right. Where do we go back to now? The currencies. Unless someone wants to see something. Oh, we should go take a look at all those stocks you've been looking at. Giannis, we'll check those out too. Let's see. There is the yen. There's Turkish lira. Trying to get into the buy, but it's going to go into a weekly sell. I'd be very, 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 very surprised that it doesn't go into a weekly sell. So, and then that'll be 33 or 34 weeks in a weekly buy, finally getting into a weekly sell. And I look at the last 2 months. It's been really trapped in that big box. I mean, it does have those, what they used to call in the movies crazy Ivan moves, but overall, it is not healthy. It is healthy being sideways like this. I mean, I hope the people in Turkey have this currency stay like this now for the next. Instead of going up, it would be wonderful. It just stays in this range now for the next couple of years. Let them get a breath. Let them breathe. Give them a chance to survive. I heard that they stopped doing trade with Israel. So I guess that's a economic decision or a spiritual one. I guess it's a spiritual one, because it surely doesn't make sense since it's like trading with the European Union and it's right next to you. Why would you not want to trade with Israel with the AI and the pharmaceuticals and the medicine and the engineering? I don't understand that. So it's probably a spiritual thing. Okay. And now we'll go take a look at the metals, and then we can go look at the stocks and the stock indices. And energy, of course. Now there is South African Rand. It's been gaining for it's come down from the 1940 area down to the 1840 area. But we're not seeing gold roar up. Now you would think because they're convinced that interest rates are coming down. Let's take a look at gold. Look at that, flat. Gold doesn't care, which is really curious. They obviously don't believe interest rates are coming down. Over there on silver, same thing. They don't seem to care. It's flirting with a daily buy right there, very softly. Then, let's see. Let's check out right there. Copper is trying to lift up a little bit, but again, the only one that really shows any strength out of the metals is the most dangerous short in the world. and that's the platinum. The platinum is climbing again today. And it's come off of the $900 area, and we're up around 973. I consider this the most dangerous short in the world. I don't know how anybody would want to be short this thing unless they were long calls. They'd have to be, but naked short this thing, forget about it. No thanks. All right. From there, we slide over to, where do we go to? Let's go check out crude oil. There's crude oil. Still moving down nicely. I understand that Mr. Biden again is taking from the strategic reserves. And also with the economy slowing, put those two things together, that's not exactly a good sign, you know. Now let's go over to beta and put in the crude there at the same time. Oh wow, 10-year bond dropped 9 ticks. The 2-year bond dropped 10 ticks. Yeah, it gave the money managers opportunity to go in and buy. That makes sense. And you can see there crude oil cruising in the 78s, high 78s of course. And you can see over there on beta now, there's crude oil there moving down. It's been in a excuse me, daily sell now 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. And let's go over to Brent. There's Brent. Brent has been in a sell for 4 days. And you can see weekly there, still in a sell. Oh, let's check out the crude oil. And same thing with crude oil right there. A couple of weeks in a sell also. And then we go over to natural gas. And there's natural gas. It's in a weekly sell, but it's been in a daily buy for 4 days now. They've been pushing it up. And I think it's because they're still trying to switch the contract. Once this contract expires, it'll straighten out. Because when you look at it over here, I would have to put the different code in to straighten out the natural gas. So when you look at it over here, it's only 1 day in a buy. No, it's trying to go into the buy today. That's what it is. It's trying to go into the buy. It's 3 days in a sell. And you can see the weekly is just like, is the weekly down there? Yeah, the weekly's still down on the beta. So the same thing. There's the beta, and you can see the weekly down. So, all right, let's go over to there. So, what do we got here? That's the energy sector. So we can take a look at the stocks and the world indices and so forth. Let me get those up on the screen. Let's see, where is it at? Open workspace. That one's right there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. So let's open up the other one too. Let me go over here, close this, and then open the other stock one too. I want to see where Amazon is. Open Sesame. You would think all the tech stocks are up today because of it. So let's take a look and see. Okay, so they're saying that the Fed is going to cut in September, right? A month away from the election. Cool. Well, oh, there's Apple too. We had a neutral position on that. Nice move though on the Apple. Amazon, that's the one you've been watching. Look at it, it's up to 87. Start buying puts in the 75, 76 area. I guess it was 76. So it's $10 in the wrong direction. It's trying to get into the buy today. If it goes into the buy, you sell puts against the puts you're long. That's all. Because we're still in a weekly sell. So right there. So as long as we're in a weekly sell, you take the puts that you're long and go sell other puts against them. So you neutralize it, and then if it goes into a weekly buy, then it's actually a loss. How about that? Doc's got to be wrong once in a blue moon. Let's go see what other. I wish I could see all those stocks you were asking about. Let me see. We saw Apple, and we're looking at Amazon. Let's take a look at who's next out of this whole thing. What else were you looking at? I have AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. There we go. Let's see AMD. Oh, there they are. Good. BAB. Oh, you want to see all of them? Okay, cool. All right. I just put that page up there, too. So, let's see. What's next? BAB. There's BAB. It's been in a buy for 3 days and 2 weeks. So, they're lifting it up today again. And then, what was the next one? Coin. Let's go over to, I got to open up another one for coin. Let me open up another one for coin. File, new. I keep coin over there with my indices. Open workspace. So it's with the indexes. DraftKings. What's the symbol on it? Didn't we look at that once before? I like DraftKings. I mean, I like the guy that is involved in it. He's good. All right, so let's take a look at coin. There's coin in a buy for it was in a buy yesterday. Let's take one of these buys. Went into a buy yesterday. It's firm today, but it's in a weekly sell, so it's in a neutral stance still. Weekly sell, daily buy, neutral. Let's see, what's the next one? Tesla. That's interesting. Tesla's been bouncing around in that weekly sell, daily buy for a while now. I'm sure it's very firm today. Oh, no, there it is. It went into the sell yesterday. That's what it did. So it's joining in with, but it's up a little bit today. But it's flirting with the weekly sell. That's what it is. It's flirting with it. It wasn't a weekly sell for a while. Went into a weekly buy last week. With the daily buy, and now it's joining in. It's trying to get into the weekly sell. So it looks like it's going to go into that weekly sell with it the way it's acting today. I would have thought it would have been up. A little surprised there, but I forgot that it went into the daily sell yesterday. So that's pressure on it. Let's see who's next. Apple Dapple. Let's go look at Apple Dapple again. Apple Dapple. And I guess if we get it, it closes here in I hate spikes, but I would say if we're in a weekly buy right there and a daily buy, I'd buy calls on that going into Monday. Not today, but Monday. I would do it on Monday. They're on the wire today. Yeah. What did they? Oh, a buyback. That's what it is. They're doing a buyback. That's what it's doing. They're doing a buyback. So it's up $12, up 7%. So now that's legitimate. That's a real push. 7% move. That's a pretty powerful move. So the guidance. Okay. So, you know what? You could probably, if it closes in a buy today up in here, you probably could buy a call to start off with. And then on Monday or Tuesday, buy another call. Buy on weakness. Not on strength, on weakness. DraftKings. I gotta find the symbol on that. What's the symbol on DraftKings? I'm going to put it right there, DraftKings. Because I am always curious about what they're doing, DraftKings. Not the stock, the guy. But, I wouldn't mind. DKNG. Okay, I think we looked at it before, so it must be in here. Let's see over here so I can reach it easier. DK. How am that odd? I thought we did look at that. So we got to add DK and G. Where's it at? Right there. Okay, let's see how it goes now. They gapped it up this morning, you can see that. There it is right there. But it's been in a weekly sell. Let's see now. Let's take a big view of it. So it went into the buy there. So it went into the weekly buy at. This is going to stay permanent. I'm going to keep it on there. And then it just went into the sell 3 weeks back. There we are. And at the same time, let's see if we can, let's see. Let's fix these guys. Let's move them out of the way. Oh, it looks like it went into the buy on yesterday. Right there. Let's widen it out a little bit more. And then it went into the sell there. I got to put the dots on too. There's the buy. There's the sell. Nope, that's not the sell. That's the sell. And then that's a buy. And that's a sell. And then let's put a few more in there to get a flavor of it all. There was the last buy right there. Oh, I didn't mean to lift it up. And there was the last buy. Come on. Buy. Then there is the sell. And then where's the last buy from there? Right there. And then the sell right there. That wasn't too pretty. And then the last buy from there. Boy, that beginning ride, how about that? Let's move that over a little bit more. It went into the daily buy right there. Right there. That was a great one there. Boy, that stock's at 34 now. How about that? Cool. Wasn't it at like a $3 a share? Didn't he sell DraftKings at one point? So it was in a buy there. See, it went into the sell there. And it was in a buy here. Move it over a little bit like that. There we are. That's pretty good. Now let me insert the dots. I'm not sure why the dots are not on there. There they are. Let's find the dots. Dots, dots, dots. There we are. That's interesting. That didn't get into the sell there until... No, that was right. Went into the sell there for those 2 days. And then went right back into the buy there, and you can see it's up today. There we are. But it's in a sell. It's in a weekly sell, so you have to be careful there. All right, how's that? There's your DraftKings. DraftKings, I like that. Let's see what we got going on there. All right. So from there, what else can we say? That's DraftKings. I'm gonna put the symbol on there too, like that. Was it DN? No, DK, DK, NG. There we are. Save workspace. Wasn't that stock like way down at one point? There's $25. I thought it was like $4 a share at one point. There's $17. It's had a really good move. That last move picked up 25%. Interesting. All right. What else we got, traders? Anybody care to see anything else? Go take a look at the what was it? The trying to think what we're looking at for. Let's save this too. Oh, let's go over to the stock indices and see what the whole world was doing today. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see. All right. Let's go to here. Let me get the mouse right. And let's go to. Oh, let's just real. I wanted it. Nah, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, let's see what the stock market's doing. They're still backing it off. Let me just show you real quick, and then I'll go over to the market. See that? Still backing off. That's pretty much. I think that's where it started, right? Let me just show you that again. Open it up. 35 seconds. It just roared up to the moon. 35 seconds. Right there. So still trying to go after the what is that? The 40. Trying to go after that 40 low or 38, 39 low right there. We'll see if they work their way down into it. Dots or bars are negative and the whole bit. Okay, so that is that. A lot of pressure on the market. I don't think they'll push it down until they get the full market going. Europe has to come in, and their money managers need to buy. So let's see. And all right, now we're going over to the Asian. Let's start off with the Nikkei. Let's see what the Nikkei is doing. Since their currency's been going down, I wonder if their stock index is also going down. So there is the Nikkei. It was up a little bit, nothing major. And at the same time, it looks like it easily will close in a weekly sell and daily sell and so forth. Let's take a look at, from the Nikkei, we go over to Taiwan. Let's see what Taiwan is doing. We'll work our way south. No, I guess we got to go Kospi. Let's go to Kospi. There's South Korea. South Korea was also pushing down today. At the same time, the daily is trying to get into a sell, and the weekly is in a sell. So they're selling the Asian stocks a little bit. And then we go to Taiwan, the great chip manufacturer. And it got pushed into a sell yesterday. And you can see it's in a sell on a weekly sell there. And you can see right there, that is today. So it was down today. Then from there, we slide over to, let's take a look at the Philippines. There's the Philippines. Philippines were up the last couple of days. See it, daily buys, but it's in a weekly sell now for 10 weeks now. So there's a lot of pressure on that on the South Pacific stocks. Let's take a look at Shanghai. There's Shanghai. Shanghai's been in a daily buy for 4 days and 3 weeks. And they keep on pushing it up. It's right up at the top end of its range for the last 3 months. Then from there we slide into, what do we do there? I guess they've been closed. Is that what that is? The last they've been closed for a bunch of days, I guess. Maybe they're doing a holiday. Must be some type of something going on. Let's take a look at Hong Kong. There's Hong Kong. Now Hong Kong's been on a tear. It's taken out these highs. It keeps on flying up. You can see it was in a buy again today. It's been in a buy since April 16th, 17th, April 17th. It's been in a buy. It's 3 weeks in a buy. I'm not sure what's going on with the Hong Kong exchange, but I'm sorry, the Shanghai, but they don't have any trading going on it. They must have some problems there. And from there, we slide over to the Nifty 50, and we'll go into the Indian Ocean now. And you've got, I guess it's a combination, Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean for Australia. And so you can see this is the Nifty 50 in Mumbai, I guess it is. And you can see there it's had a good downwardly slide. Look at that. Right there. Good slide today. You can see it's trying to get into the sell. And it looks like it's going to close in a weekly sell this week. It's been in a weekly buy for 6 weeks. It's been in a weekly buy. And the product had been climbing up for the last couple of weeks since late April 20th, something like that. It did have these zigzags where it hit the top in there and fell down. This one didn't want to wait. Boy, it's starting to take it out a little bit more, but it's been in a weekly buy since back here in the early March. Yeah, March 25th. So right here, it went into the weekly buy here, and then it rode up, and then we went into a sell here, but we were still in the weekly buy, and you can see that pressure on it. Actually, let's just take a look at that. Did it slide into the weekly sell? Yeah, it did. It did go into a weekly sell. So it went into a weekly sell. It's only been 3 weeks in a weekly buy. From the 15th. From the 15th back in here. Went into the weekly buy again here and then rode up. Interesting. Talk in 2 weeks. I hear you. Are they still sending Do-Re-Mi money out to people or what? Is that happening anymore or is that all over with? I know you said don't. I saw you say something. Don't count on it anymore, to somebody on the webinars. I was just wondering. I saw you say that. You were saying, yeah, money exactly. Are they sending that out anymore or no? Yeah, I saw you tell that guy in Brazil. Okay, I'll talk to you later about it. No problem. Let's see, where are we at now? So, from the... Janos, be safe, be smart, do good, all right? All right? And you'll be back in what, 2 weeks or 1 week? We'll see you in 2 weeks. How's that sound? Is that what you said, 2 weeks? Won't be around next week. Oh, it's just 1 week you're going to be gone. Okay, that's no problem. I'm sure the shop will survive. You enjoy yourself. Be smart, be safe. Just 1 week. That's not bad. I hope you enjoy. How's the weather over there? Are you guys getting decent weather? Is it getting warmer? I got to come up with a title today, too. I haven't really looked, but some places are really having interesting weather. You know, we're getting these great electrical storms and seeing rains and things like that. It's kind of interesting. All right, so let's see, what do we got here? Let's do title. Title is Fed goes. Did I say that yesterday? Fed goes political. Fed and Treasury go political. I like that. That's the title today. Fed and let's put a capital T in there. Treasury go political. I'm thinking capital P. P-O-L. Go politics. There you go. Fed and Treasury go politics. I like that. There we are. At least now we know. We've known for a while, but now they're just openly doing it. So, they're going to cut rates in September with the inflation still in the same spot and rising. And at the same time, the Treasury Secretary is now talking politics and doesn't want to talk about economics anymore. So we're in a hard place anymore. Totally hard place. All right, traders. This is Doc from North America. We will catch you all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's Monday. Today's TGIF. So we'll catch you all tomorrow again on Monday. TGIM. Thank goodness it'll be Monday. All right. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders. Catch you on the flip side. This is Doc saying over and out. Everybody have a safe and smart weekend. And Janos, have a very safe and smart week. Trading.